favor of we're live. You can just go on the YouTube. I'll open it here. Be on YouTube now.
I tried and it said
Favor of
that I need to sign in to access the link. I tried in an incognito window. It
no
says that
man. So
it
try
needs.
this one now. Try this one. This one should be good.
All right, let me try it.
Just had some background. Looks good. Yeah. And
All
should
right,
be saved
so
Gardens update. That one look good?
yeah, so this one is working. It's not a private link. But it's not a private link.
Yeah, it won't be private this time. The only way I'm not sure why it's not allowing us to do a private live. But there's a lot of people that should be joining us. Where I see that we have. Are you able to see the viewers in the top left?
It says two watching now.
Yes. Yeah. So we have two persons watching, and we'll see their comments. Let me see if I can bring up comments here. Any comments that are in, we can
Oh,
bring up.
that's me. The two is me because I have one in a normal browser and one in an incognito.
I have one open as well. So let me close my one. That went down to one. All right. So let me share this over with the team. So what I'll ensure happens is I'll schedule the live and then we'll go live together. We'll schedule the live and then people would know that, yeah, this is happening. All right. Thanks for the test, Gavin. So once, as you can see, once you send that test, then we can show it on the screen, right?
Mm.
So, and then we can hide it. So anybody who joins, they can come on and say, hey, this is my opinion. People can feel like they're really a part of the conversation. And a part of my job as a host is to kind of, any comment that is relevant to what we're discussing, I'll bring it to you. So you wouldn't have to worry about the comments or anything like that. Any comments are coming that, yeah, would deem relevant, I'll just bring them to you, all right?
All right.
All right, so let's get started. Good day. I'm gonna practice like we have a million people. So good day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's the Guardians of Data podcast. It's the first episode, and I am no podcast pro. Let me introduce myself first, of course. I am Sheldon Fennell, Chief Commercial Officer of Optimum Origins, but for today, I'll just be your humble host. Today, we're joined by Gavin Dennis, who is the cybersecurity specialist from G5, cybersecurity consultants, or I should probably say a proper.
Let's say I'm a director at G5 Cybersecurity.
He is a director at G5 Cybersecurity. You'd think this is the first time we're having a conversation, but yes, Gavin is a director, and he will be joining us today to talk about a summer of scams. So that is our focus for July. We're going to be talking about how scams have been impacting, well, regionally, locally, regionally, internationally. How do scams affect the market in the summer? What are the things that we should be looking out for? What tools do we need to protect ourselves against these scams? All right. I've said enough. Gavin, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thanks, Sheldon. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. So we're going to go right into it, Gavin. Why is summer peak scam season, in your humble opinion?
Well, I mean, everyone's on holiday, right? A lot of people choose that time to take their holidays. And people have a lot more free time to pay attention to their emails and notifications. And
Yes.
they're on social media a lot more. So it's the ideal time to try and grab someone's attention with some type of promotional offer because it's more likely that they're going to be checking their social media, emails, and stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. So what I also realize is that people tend to have your back. Yes, people tend to let their guard down when they're partying or when they're on vacation. People tend to be more reluctant to set up strict, and even I see it even in business offices as well. Everybody is a bit more relaxed during the summer months. Is that what you have experienced? Do your customers come to you and tell you that, hey, my staff seems to be more lackluster when it comes to protecting data or protecting themselves from scammers during the summer?
Well, not necessarily, because a lot of people are still at work. December is where a lot of people tend to go off like on a more large scale. In general, the companies don't really seem to notice that their staff is more relaxed, because by the time they realize that they've been hacked, it's usually a few months down the road. So they're likely to get hacked somewhere around, or realize that they've been hacked somewhere around September, October, but that hack happened months ago. Right.
Yes.
So it's not very noticeable to them that their staff is more relaxed security wise.
I get you. Thank you. All right, really appreciate your feedback. I think that, as you said, it's not necessarily people being lax, but it's more companies on a whole need to find a way to ensure that certain measures are followed throughout the entire year and not just specific months. Right. So thank you. That's segment 1 done. Segment 2, the most popular scams of the summer. So Gavin, what would you say are some top scams that people should look out for in the summer? Like, not if it can be like just any top scam that you think people should look out for.
I mean, well, there are a few. So we have travel scams, where it's about fake vacation offers, things like that. Most of these scams will be things that really seem too good to be true.
Yes.
Have the online shopping scams where they're giving you the summer deals, because now the seasons are changing. For Jamaica, our seasons are pretty consistent, so we might not have so much in terms of seasonal, like a summer offer per se, but you have online shopping scams because they know that school is out, parents are out shopping for the term and shopping for children who will be on holidays, things like that. People who are also going on vacation during the summer, especially teachers. So you have some of those online shopping scams. You have scams where people are trying to impersonate you. So things like scammers pretending to be government agents, tech support at banks. You have the job scams for those who to target the people who are looking for summer jobs, especially university students. So you have different types of scams that are popping up, and the crypto and investment scams will always be there because people are always trying to make money. So you'll find that those scams will also come around.
Thank you. I mean, completely agree. And I've gotten multiple text message scams on people trying to benefit from promotions that companies are having. So they'll try to like trick you by saying, hey, win this car. But then if you really look on the text message, or if you really take a look on the links that people send, like I said, they're just trying to piggyback off other promotional activities. And I think that we really, really have to look out for what the scammers can do in the summer, right? All right, so now we're going to talk about social engineering, which is a real big threat, right? I've heard the term social engineering a lot. Can you break it down for our audience? What do you understand about social engineering, and how can we protect ourselves from it?
All right, sure. So overall, social engineering is essentially trying to trick people into taking an action or disclosing some type of sensitive info. So it's really the art of using people's emotions against them and manipulating people into doing things. So that's overall what it is. And you can use social engineering in various ways, whether you're trying to communicate with people over text, over email, in person, right, over the phone. So any way that you can interact with someone, it gives you the opportunity to try and trick them into doing something that can be to your benefit.
Understood. And I see that I read something and it says these attacks don't break computers, they break trust. So they're not necessarily attacking your device directly. What they do is they attack the person, right? They try to use you to get into the machine. Do you have any personal experience, or do you have any personal recollection of someone who would have been like scammed by a Nigerian prince, or or anything like that? Anything of the sort?
I get those requests all the time, or I think people contact me for help because they've been social engineered, and it comes in lots of different forms between people who they've lost money from their bank account, people whose WhatsApp has been hijacked,
Yes.
um, people who they've been sent some type of fake um, fake notification or offer, people who have lost their social media accounts,
Yes.
see the fake Facebook notification, and then they click the link, and then someone they essentially gave away their password, and so they've lost their social media accounts and they're trying to get it back. So I get requests across different in different ways how people have been tricked into giving up something, whether they've given up money, giving up their password, giving up a code, that code to register a WhatsApp account. So people often come to me with lots of different situations that they've run into, and a lot
Yes.
of it's primarily due to social engineering.
Yes. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for that response, Gavin. And lastly, I just wanted to talk to you about how to protect ourselves. Let's help the people out. What are your top tips for staying safe this summer? What would you do? You recommend everybody change their password? Do you what are your, if you could give them 3 tips, what are your big tips for people?
I'd say verify any type of request that you're getting. If you're
Yes.
getting an email, text message, anywhere you're getting the communication from, verify that it's actually from the genuine source,
Yes.
right? Try to minimize using public Wi-Fi. It's we go out and we want free Wi-Fi, but not all of them are safe. Some are safe, yes, but
Yes.
the least you can use Wi-Fi that's open to anyone is the better off you'll be long term.
Yes.
Next, always use strong passwords and stop using the same password across multiple accounts. Because what
Yes.
happens is sometimes when one service gets compromised and your password gets disclosed there, the attackers they take that password and the username and go to other sites and try to use it to log in. And if you're using the same passwords, especially across multiple popular websites, like let's say social media platforms, then that's also one of the easy ways that multiple social media accounts get compromised in a very short space of time, right? You
Yes.
can also use multi-factor authentication.
Yes.
Those of you with bank accounts where your bank gives you a little token, some of you might be familiar with the software-based authenticators like Google Authenticator and things like that. A lot of your online accounts allow you to use these things to set up an additional factor. So in addition to your username and password, you would need to provide that code that changes every 30 seconds to get into your account. This makes it harder for someone who has stolen your password to also get into your account because they would need this code and it changes every 30 seconds and only you have that code.
Yes. Thank you so much. So really and truly, I think you gave us some good tools that we can use, different techniques to protect ourselves. And what I'd recommend to whoever is watching is don't just hold this information for yourself, but help to protect your friends and family as well. So in you learning, they're also learning. And of course, what kind of host would I be if I didn't recommend that you share this podcast with them? This is going to be something that we'd love to have once a month going forward. At the end part of every month, you can expect to see a podcast. So we're really hoping that you're enjoying the conversation so far. That was everything that I had. We I think in terms of a demo, I think this has been really really good for me. There's some more stuff that we could go into, but I think that we kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to push across.
Yeah. Based on the timing, right?
Yes,
I think you could, it says duration 30 to 40 minutes. So
yes,
I think that time is good. There are more things that we could talk about. And I think
absolutely.
there are examples that I could give. So that's one of the things that I think I could add to the talking points is to give examples for each for within each segment, a real life example or story of, like, for example, the scams or social engineering that